Hello, hello, hello. How are we today? Strikers is starting, but hello, how are we? I actually forgot that I was meant to be streaming today. I know. Hi, Caleb. Hi, Caleb again. How are you? Welcome in. I actually forgot I was meant to be streaming today. I've had a very, very busy day, and Serene's currently laughing in the background. Doing good? Wow, I'm great to hear. I'm glad to hear that. I'm great to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. Can you show me that later? Because I've got so many things going on in my head right now. Serene's trying to show me something. I'm trying to stream. The words aren't leaving my mouth right now. I'm getting so much information coming through. But yeah, I've had an alright day. I've been very busy today though. I woke up and I had to go and wash the dogs today. My parents had asked me to go watch the dogs, so I went to my parents' house. I started work early, and I thought, before I left the house, we were like, "Oh, what's going on with Boba?" Because he was like shouting. So I'm like, "Oh no, not again." I'm gonna switch to the game while I'm talking, but I'm thinking, what's going on with Boba, right? So we just before I left to go and see the dogs, Boba was shouting and hiding and wasn't doing well, and I'm thinking, oh no, not this again. So I had a look and it looks like he was in pain again. So we have another emergency vet trip. I think this is like the 11th one this month. It's been quite a few. Boba is seeing demons. But yeah, we've got another emergency vet trip tomorrow. So hopefully they'll actually do something about it, but we seem to be having quite a lot of bother with poor little Boba recently. Let me know if the game's too loud, by the way, because for me it's very loud. But yeah, so and then I had quite a lot going on at work. I felt like I was never out of a phone call today. It was like one of those days where like everybody needed me for something. So it was like, oh, can you do this? Oh, have you remembered about this? Oh, can we have a call about this? And then there was like 10 different surprises as well on top of all of that for work. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness. So I've had a very busy day today. And I totally forgot I had to stream because I came home. I had quite a few, cleaning things to do. And I ended up cleaning our litter robot, which is a big job. This, the dragon, yeah, that's Castorice's dragon. Caleb. We'll summon him again. I'll show you the animation in slow-mo. It's a very good animation. But that's Netherwing. That's Castorice's dragon. This is our Netherwing, our Memo Sprite. It does fucking so much damage. I'll just let Netherwing rip because this is his last turn anyway. But yeah, I mean, it was one of those days. So, and I came home. I'm trying to do this litter. It's very good. I love Netherwing so much. Let's watch Netherwing explode.
Wish that death may protect us.
We love Castorice and slow-mo. I'm devastated it's actually for the last day of the banner today. We need to try and pull her weapon. I know we have like absolutely no pulls, but we should try and pull her weapon while we can. So we kind of have her on a 3-star. We are just grinding for her today, to be honest, chat. I know I'm already like talking about my day and I haven't even spoke about what we're meant to be doing. We're just grinding Castorice today. I am not going to be here on Saturday. I have quite a big family event on Saturday that I'm currently hosting. So I'll be busy kind of Thursday, Friday, Saturday, just in the lead up to that. So tomorrow's the only day we can kind of get over to the vet, so hopefully we'll win there. But I ended up thinking, oh, the litter robot's a mess. I'll go and clean it. So I got home at like 1 p.m. I'll go and clean the robot. Serene's fast asleep because he hasn't slept. That's a big job, by the way. When you don't have a hose outside, scrubbing the litter robot is a big, big job because you have to clean the bath, put it in the bath, use the bath as kind of the hose, or do you know, the bathtub. And I know that sounds disgusting, but hear me out. You then do everything you need to do in the bathtub. How much damage did low charges do? What? Anyways, low charges are new DPS. So you're like cleaning the thing, And then once you're done cleaning the robot and drying it, which by the way is a very big job. I'm not going to go into the details, but it's a litter robot. I'm sure you can imagine how fun that job is. Once you do all of that, I then have to scrub the bathtub down. Because obviously, I've just cleaned a litter box in it. I'm gonna, you know, I'm not having a dirty bathtub. So I scrubbed the bathtub down. And then I had so many other things to do on top of that. So I'm like a little bit tired. So bear with me.
It's still early.
Anyways, we're grinding for Castorice. Let's get back into the game. We're grinding for Castorice. I'm making sure the cats are okay as well, so you can't see me, but I will be a bit distracted. Right. I think we just grind for these just now. Do we have a Castorice we can use? Yeah.
Lady Treeby.
It is so much fun. It really is.
Receive divinity.
Please cherish this as you wish.
But yeah, so I had quite a busy day today, but we're grinding for Castorice. Just kind of chilling today. I don't plan to do too much. I know the new Pure Fiction has came out today, and I'm very tempted to give it a go. We don't have much to give it a go with, but either doing Pure Fiction or even a little bit of Memory of Chaos or Memory of the Lawfu would be honestly quite fun. Although we do have Divergent Universe as well. So once we've kind of used all of our Trailblaze power, we can have a look to see what we're doing, because to be honest, it'll probably be Divergent Universe first.
Embrace a new life.
Just because we have that once a week, and if I don't do it now, I'm not going to get a chance to do it. Might as well do it with you guys too, so you guys can tell me how horrible I am at the game. Right, here we go. Pop in our Netherwing.
Protect us.
I'm just kind of going to let it autoplay just while we kind of grind her mats. We don't have too much to do. The hardest part, I feel, is going to be getting her relics, because we already have our good Poet of Morning Collapse. I tried to say that backwards.
So begin.
On Tribby. And I don't want to sacrifice Tribby's pieces, because we have an E1 Tribby. And true damage is too overpowered, and I really like our Tribby.
You wish.
So I don't really, and we worked really hard on that, so I don't really want to have to change her pieces for Castorice, because we have Shui. Like, it's not like we're kind of lacking in a DPS just now. Although, who's excited for Anaxa? I'm not. I would say I'm so excited for Anaxa. I think I am, but I'm not. I like his kit, I really do, but I've heard the leaks of the Silver Wolf buff, and I know leaks aren't great, and I kind of wanted to avoid them.
May death protect us.
But my thought process is,
Here.
I already have Jade, I already have Baby Herda, I already have Himiko, which by the way, if you've never tried the Himiko Fugue team on Pure Fiction, try it now. Break Himiko and Fugue. It's just disgusting. But, so I thought, okay, I was going to pull an axe, I really was, but I don't think it's really worth it for my account. I think I'm gonna save, because what I want to do for my main account is save as much as possible to get as many Eidolons on Cyrene as possible. And I know Cyrene is a long time away now, but I really like her, and I'm a big Alicia fan from HI3. I actually have quite a few Eidolons on my Alicia on HI3, even though I don't even have it downloaded anymore. But I had quite a few Eidolons. I had all of her skins, I had like the whole lot, and that's like on both of the Alicias, because in HI3 you can have the same character multiple times as kind of like, it's a different battle suit, so it's a different style that they fight in. So like how we've got March Preservation and March Hunt, it's kind of like that. So I had both of my Alicias. One was physical and one was ice, both bow users. But I had multiple Eidolons on the both of them. And multiple skins, the whole lot. So I want to kind of do that for my main account as well. Maybe I'm just a simp, but you guys can't say that because that's mean. I just like anime women that are really cool. But yeah, that's my plan. I hope to crit rate. And we'll do these two just to kind of have them. We're pretty much there with her talents. I wouldn't say, because we don't really have to do this. I did it on my main account because the blue annoys me so much, but like, honestly, we're pretty, I would say we're pretty far ahead with our Castorice. It's just the relics. I'm actually going to go through our relics. I don't actually know what we have. We should probably worth leveling up Tribbies. Break effect. Here, chat, should we just do a break Tribby? Imagine if we got Fugue. We could have done a break Tribby. Break Tribby and Himiko would be so fun. That's actually a shout. If anyone ever has that ability to do that, please do that. Break Tribby and Himiko. Ooh, this is actually a decent piece. I know we want crit damage, but HP would be fine for now. As long as it rolls crit damage. I think that's kind of what we need. Wet attack, that's kind of useless. Let's get up to 12, just so we can get our HP. Not a good piece, but you know what, it'll do. We have a decent hand. I would prefer a better one, but we're kind of working with what we've got. I don't really have any boots for her. Yeah, no boots. So at least we've got, where is it? It was a body, wasn't it? Yeah, we'll pop her in a body. So we've got a 2-piece at least, which is increase the quantum damage. 4,000 HP with 20% of crit rate, which will go up once we get the 4-piece. And 96% crit damage. Do you know what? I think that's probably the best Castorice build you've ever seen in your life, chat. I don't know about you, but I've not seen anything just as good as that. Right, so, ooh, we have 2 standard banded pulls. What pulls do we have today? We have 210 Jade for Castorice and 7 pulls. I'm going to save these pulls. If we can get a 10 pull, then that's amazing. Yeah, Caleb, this is the best Castorice build you've ever seen. There's no better Castorice builds than this. I know you're not a HSR player. I'm getting my games confused now. But, yeah, there's no other better Castorice build. You know, 10,000 HP, 300 crit damage. What's that? Mine's is better. Right, let's do some Divergent Universe. Are we going against Hule? We are. Do you know what? I think this team should be fine. I kind of don't want to go against Hule, though. We could do this. We get extra J's. Let's do this. I don't know how much it'll give us, do you know, for the weekly points. I probably say that every week, but I don't actually know. When the team has attacked a certain number of times during the day, increases speed or HP. We'll probably go HP because we need Tribby to have as much HP as possible. We don't have any remembrance characters, which is annoying. But we'll just go for the book, because then we get more, what's it called? We get more of the index stuff. Alright, come on then, Shui. I still like Shui. I still like her as a DPS. Like, I still feel like she's very, very good. I don't know why auto plays on. But yeah, I like her as a DPS. I would definitely keep her as like a secondary DPS, because we still need 2 teams for a lot of endgame. So I feel like she's definitely still worth to have, as well as Castorice. Kind of like, we could look at doing like a kind of half break team eventually. I know Fugue's currently leaving us, so there's no point pulling for Fugue, but in the future it's always worth a shot. We could get a Firefly or something. See, once we get our E6 Himiko, we'll be able to pull Ron May, the Himiko that we're going to lose all of our 50-50s to. And I know for a fact I'm going to say that now, forget about it, in the next 50-50 I'm going to lose it to Himiko. And you guys will be back thinking about this very moment going, damn, Sim, you kind of fucked yourself.
Let's settle this.
Catch with Locha, and then into Shui. I'm going to pop her ult. You win the 50-50. I lost the last one, but you know what, Caleb? I'll take that. I'll win all of the 50-50s. I just had one trip up, learned my lesson, and we'll never do it again. Absolutely. One trip up, learn my lesson, never doing it again. Don't know what you guys are talking about. Follow up into a basic. Yeah, my plans for this weekend. I've got quite a lot going on. So on Thursday is actually my mom's birthday, and last week was my dad's birthday. So that's our family event. Is we're doing kind of like a joint birthday party. My mom is acting like she doesn't know about it, but she very much knows. Because my sister is dumb and cannot keep a secret. She has told pretty much everybody, and someone has got it back to my mom and she's figured it out. She's a very smart lady, nothing gets past her. So we're doing a joint birthday party, and it's a very expensive birthday party, by the way. I have never seen birthday parties get so expensive. Or it's maybe just my sister having expensive taste, but we're upwards of like 300 each for this fucking birthday party. So Thursday is my mom's birthday. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to see her, which kind of hurts. But we have to go to Costco and pick up, pick up food, because we're providing we've hired a room and a DJ, but we're providing like our own catering. So we need to go to Costco either on Thursday, I think. And then I've also got a driving lesson on Thursday, chat. Be proud of me, I'm learning to drive. I'm putting my big girl pants on and I'm learning to drive. That's also something I'm very proud of. I think I'm mature enough now to be on the roads. I don't think 17-year-old me was mature enough to be on the roads. I still feel like 17-year-olds. I think that's very young to start driving. Like, thankfully, had somewhat of a brain on me at 17 to know I probably shouldn't be in charge of a vehicle. But not everybody has that. So I've got my first driving lesson ever on Thursday as well. So I'll let you know how that goes on Sunday. But I am kind of scared for that, to be honest. So we have Costco, and I have my driving lesson. I'm working as well. Bear in mind, I've still got to figure out what the fuck's going on with Boba on top of all of this. Then, Friday, we are prepping for the party. I've got family coming up from, other countries for this party. Thank you, Caleb. I won't crash. I will behave, I promise. I will let you know how that goes. But, so I've got family coming from other countries as well for this party. So it's a bit of a pressure. So we're prepping for this party. Then Saturday is the day of the party, so I have to be up early. We have to go 45 minutes away to pick up this godforsaken cake, which has cost so much money. I don't know why it's cost so much money, but it's, to be fair, the place she's getting it from is very underhyped. Like, it's very, very good. It's actually the same place my parents got their wedding cake from, because it's not a cake, it's a cookie. But it is the best cookie, chat. I don't care about all this crumble cookie stuff. This local place that my parents got their wedding cake from is the best place. And I wish I could put y'all on it. But it's literally only in the place that I live at. But it is the best cookie cake ever. And I just wish they weren't so expensive. Because each of their cookies is like £5 each. Like, they're not cheap. We'll just go this one, because none of these are really good. So we're picking up this cake. Then we've obviously got to have the kids, because we've told my parents they're having like a boozy brunch, so they can't drive, because we don't want them driving themselves there. We want to be able to take them there. So I'm gonna be taking my siblings, and they're quite young. So obviously someone had did you guys just see Shui standing in the middle of nowhere? It just kind of glitched out for a second. What? But yeah, so I'm going to be taking my siblings just to kind of make sure they have someone watching them. And we'll be prepared, setting up the room, having the DJ, making sure like food, plates, party poppers. I have 50 balloons to blow up. And I'm an ex-smoker. So, and my sister's a smoker with asthma, and my partner's a smoker with asthma. So we have a lot of balloons to blow up between us. I'm kind of nervous for that, to be honest. I'm more nervous about blowing these balloons up than this driving lesson. But so we've got this balloon, we've got all these balloons of like party streamers and things to do, and I'm just hoping they'll like it. 'Cause I remember my mom saying to me she said to my sister she wants a party, and then I think she realized she's getting a party and she's not kind of too happy about it. My mom's a very low-key person. Milo is jumping too close to my PC. If I ever die, by the way, I'll put this PSA out here. If I ever die halfway through stream, my cat likes to jump on top of the off button on my PC. And he uses it as like a footstool. So if I ever die, just blame Milo, which is... Where is my mouse? This one here. So just blame this cat right here. So yeah, we've got quite a lot to do. Serene and I are going to be very busy this weekend making sure that this party goes as smoothly as possible. I think the hardest thing is a lot of our family have a lot of different like food requirements. So a lot of different like allergies and preferences. So I think the worst part, especially one of them is very, very picky with her children. Like, unreasonably picky. My brother is gonna spark my sister out soon. Okay. What the hell has your sister done? You mean the family drama? Just remember that this VOD's going on YouTube. So don't give me too much. But yeah, so we've got quite a lot going on. I'm more scared about the food because I want to make sure everybody's got enough food. Do you know what I mean? I really want to make sure everybody's got enough food and enough food that they like. But they have like an allergy to almost everything. And we know the kids don't. She says they've got allergies to everything. They still eat the things she says that the kids are allergic to. She'll say they're allergic to something and then 3 weeks later she'll feed them it, so I'm more nervous about that aspect and I don't want to isolate anybody. So this Costco trip, my sister and I have kind of got a list going and we're just gonna hope that we can feed everybody. As well as she's done the invite list, so I don't actually know who's coming. So I don't actually know how many people are coming. So I don't know if we're, because I know it's between 50 and 70. But feeding between that many people plus a cake, you don't know how much is too much. I feel like, personally, I don't know how much is too much food or too little food. Yeah, I thought he was winding her up. I was just like, what? So yeah, that's kind of how my weekend's going. We're going to be very busy. Has everybody else got any weekend plans? But I should be back on Sunday, depending if I'm hungover or not. I'm not a drinker, to be honest. I say that, I'm not a drinker. I have some sort of intolerance to alcohol. I think I've probably spoke about this on stream before. I seem to have some sort of alcohol intolerance. Which is really weird, because I used to be able to drink it absolutely fine. And then ever since I came off my prescribed medication, I've never been right, and Serene could back me up here. Yeah, I go bright red. I get very, very dizzy and like dissociative, and like I'll faint with like just one shot, by the way, one shot of Bailey's. And that's, I don't know if everyone, but like that is hardly anything. That is the cure. One shot. No, you're not getting a shot. One shot of Bailey's and I'm out. Like, and I was never normally like that. Like, everybody as kids, or at least most people as kids, drank a lot, especially if you're European. And as a 16-year-old in the UK, I'm sure you all know how I was. I had a lot. And ever since I came off of my medication, I've never been right. I feel like I've like developed some sort of alcohol intolerance. Bro's gonna kick me out. I'd never kick you out. I actually saved you from being kicked out, so kind of hurt about that. Cough, cough. I'll kick you out for that though. Oh, my teas went cold. I've been yapping so long, my teas went cold.
Still the same old.
Oh, and Trailblazer's getting abused.
Take your position. Dreams do come true.
You chose the wrong.
Unironically, though, I know everybody kind of shits on Trailblazer's, like, ultimate. Do you know Harmony Trailblazer? Unironically, I kind of like it. I think that how cringe it is and how little music there is what makes it. For me, at least, I think it's so awkward. It's just so good. You know, just the dancing with, oh, what's his name? Clocky.
Stay in step. Let's improvise.
Although, Clocky having Mickey Mouse's voice when I first heard Penacony, spoilers,
Do come true.
threw me off so bad. I couldn't take Clocky seriously. I couldn't take the story seriously afterwards. Because Clocky's just like sat there with like a Mickey Mouse voice, and I've never taken this very serious, very well written story since. I think that's probably the detriment of the story, is having Clocky sound like Mickey Mouse. Right. I'm gonna basic attack because they're gonna hit us. Never mind. I was gonna say they're gonna hit us and then we have to use Lucha's heal, but I guess the game just told me, no. Right. I want to get as much harmony stuff because we really need a harmony equation and we just haven't got one. So
Please stay tuned.
let's pop our techniques and go into this. I do eventually want to have a break team though. Like, I would love to have
Time to test our
some
rapport.
sort of break team. Like, even on my main account, I don't have a break team. I have Fugue. I accidentally pulled Fugue early, and I wasn't expecting it. So it was an accident, but it's kind of led me into actually wanting a break team. Like, I've never done a break team before. And I feel like it would just be so cool to have, like, Firefly, Rappa, Boot Hill, maybe. I've never used Boot Hill, and as you all know, I'm not one for the Path of the Hunt. And that dinosaur died very quickly. But I don't know. I don't know if I would go for Boot Hill. I like his character design. I just feel like even when he came out and I saw how much single target damage he was doing and like how much damage he was doing, I kind of looked at him and went, you're gonna get power crabbed so quickly. And I just kind of knew he was gonna get power crabbed so quickly. And I feel like he has. When entering a domain, all allies recover. Ooh, I just saw recover and went straight for it. Lose 2 blessings not required. I'm not gonna do that because we kind of need the harmony ones. I am not reading all of that, so I'm just gonna go to rewards because I like rewards. My ADHD brain likes rewards. I don't know where all of that just came from. That doesn't feel right. And you still gave me 2 anyway. That's not a reward. That's just mean. We'll give you a reward, same. You can have a nice reward. Have 2 negative curios. Like, thank you. I did not want that. That is very, very mean. Alright, is this our last thing? I think this is our last one. Yeah.
Let's wait.
Lucha trivia. Has everybody seen Cypher and Hyson? What's your thoughts on it if you have? So personally, I like Cypher. I've always loved Pardophilus. Pardophilus is a very, very, very
Eternal
good character, but she was known for being the weakest. So Pardophilus was known for being the weakest out of the 13. But Cypher gives me a different vibe from that. And I also just like her design. I don't know if I'm going to pull for it, because as I said earlier, I'm trying to save my
Time to
pulls
test our rapport.
as much as possible. Just to kind of, what's the word? To kind of get as much as I can on Cyrene. I will be pulling the fake collab, Whichever one, because I know I might be saying spoilers, so turn me off for a second if you don't want spoilers. Hi, Matty. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. My brain just like stopped again. Sorry, my brain is like lagging just now. It's not Matty, it's Matt. Sorry, Matt. I'm getting confused with Matt and Matty. Thank you very much for the lurk. I appreciate it. I said this ages ago. I'm gonna get confused between Matt and Matty. I see Matt and I automatically think one or the other. I'm sorry. Well, thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. Welcome in. My brain, I've just finished work. And my brain is just not working today. But yeah, so I like the Fate collab, and I will be pulling for it just for the sake of Matty's here. Hi, Matty. So we have Matt and Matty. I'm sorry. I need to remember Matt is purple and Matty is red. I'm gonna have to like color code you guys. I always get confused because I see Matt and I think one or the other. And I really need to stop. But welcome in, Matty. Glad to see you here. But yeah, I'm gonna pull for the Fate collab just because it's not gonna come back and I'm a collector. So I'll probably pull mainly just the character. If I really like the character, I might go the light tone, but I'm kind of hoping just the character. Because I do want to save for Cyrene. We've done Divergent users. Look at that. I'm so good, guys, that we did that so quickly. At least I know that I'm keeping you on your toes right now, Matty. Let's just leave it, to be honest.
It's still early. Where to now?
Right. And let's claim our stuff, because hopefully we get enough to do some more pulls. I don't really want to read the story, to be honest. I never do. Like, even the stories on Simulated Universe, like, I never read them. I just get so bored so easily. I just click through all of the text and go, right, well, we're done. I'm probably gonna take a break in a minute. I know I've only been going half an hour, but my brain is not working today. Point blank simple as just there, so I might take a quick like 5-minute break to make a cup of tea, and then we can look at seeing what we can do for the next kind of half an hour we're chilling out for. Right, let's just claim all of our stuff. We can do some pulls as well. Oh, we could do this event when I come back. How many pulls do we have? 500, is that like 3? Yeah, we have 3 pulls. And we have 8 standard banner, but let's see, can we get 3 into Castorice's light cone? We're very early into pity. I don't even think we have 10 into pity. So it's highly unlikely, but just because it's unlikely doesn't mean it won't happen. And it didn't happen, so I mean the game just doesn't like me right now, but it's fine. Just trying to show me up. Right. I'm gonna quickly go and take the world's quickest break. Oh, we have level rewards. Actually, wait. Let's go see Pom Pom first, because I like Pom Pom. I'm very chaotic at the minute. Very, very chaotic. So chaotic, I'm going the wrong way to absolutely everywhere I need to go. I just want to see Pom Pom. Let me go and see Pom Pom. We also have achievements as well. We will go to Penacony next week. I mean, we're already in Penacony, but we will continue Penacony next week. Do we have Equilibrium? We do. Oh, we could do that today. Let's do the event first, because I don't want to rush Equilibrium just yet. But it is an option. We are 1 away. Right, I am gonna quickly BRB. I'm gonna go make a cup of tea. My brain is so fried at the minute, and it's probably very, very obvious. So please give me about 5 minutes max. Thank you. Hello, I'm back and we have some pretty good music right now. We're currently listening to the Persona 5 Strikers soundtrack. I am scared though because do you know, like with VODs and stuff, right? It's very like picky with Persona music. So sometimes it will pick up Persona music and it'll copyright strike me, right? But sometimes it won't. So I have to be very careful with Persona music. That's kind of why I stay with Pokemon music, because I've only been copyright striked with Pokemon music once. And even that was a shock. I wasn't expecting that, but we're back. I think we go and do the... Let's pop the correct game music back on. I got my cup of tea. I got some cucumber as well. Like, I have been eating so much just raw cucumber lately. Like, I know it's a bit weird. We have 4 of these to do, so let's do this as well. But I know it's a bit weird, but honestly, raw cucumber is like so good. I enjoy it so much. So I got myself a weird combo of a cup of tea and some raw cucumber. So hopefully this will turn my brain on. I have still so much to do today. So I feel like I'm kind of still in autopilot mode, and I feel bad now calling Matt Matty, and I'm sorry Matty for waking you up. But it's definitely been one of those days. It really, really has been, unfortunately. Just like that misclick right there. But it's fine. At least we didn't lose Tiny this time, guys. At least I didn't lose and release my fucking Tyranitar I just picked up. I'm still devastated about that. Like, it's one of the worst things I've done. And it was the first Nuzlocke I've ever done that released a Pokemon. Speaking of Pokemon Nuzlocke, last night, I tried to go and name this Zorua. I want to be a surprise, but I wanted to go and name this Zorua, and I thought, I'll go and do it last night. So I went to do it, but you'll never guess what the kicker is. I can't do it. I can't rename the Zorua because I'm not the OT. So, I was thinking, and tell me, for those who do watch our Nuzlocke, tell me if you disagree. But I was thinking of having it as an exemption, and we'll still call it a name. Like, we'll still have our own name for it. Unfortunately, the game won't know what the name is, but we can all have our own name for this Zora. But the problem is that I can't actually name it in game. And obviously for a Nuzlocke you have to have a named Pokemon, but with my luck right now, I feel like I should be able to use this Zorua. At least this only one as an exemption. Just because I have no other way of changing its name. Let me know what you guys think, but that's my personal opinion of, I'm probably just going to use it anyway. And we can all decide together what to name it. I did like Caleb's suggestion of randomless. Like some sort of play on randomless would be pretty good. I feel like randomless is a bit too long, but something similar to that would be pretty good. Let our dragon go. I'm not hopeful we're gonna get a god piece right now, but hopefully we can get something decent. We already have a 2-piece on this set, but we might as well just try and see if we can improve it. I'm sat munching on some cucumber, and honestly, it's so good. I came home this afternoon, and I was still in that vibe of saying good morning to everyone. I did this yesterday as well. It was like 2 PM and I was still saying good morning to people because my morning had just went so quickly. But I came home. Bear in mind, I'd already ate this morning. I had had breakfast. And I had had a snack as well. And I came home and I honestly was shaking because I just felt like I hadn't ate. Do you know when you like haven't ate in hours? And I mean like hours. You like start uncontrollably shaking and feeling a bit weak. I hadn't eaten in like 2 fucking hours and I felt like that. And I'm thinking, what is wrong with me right now? Like normally I only feel like this if I haven't eaten like, you know, 5+ hours. But it was like, I think it was like 1.5 to 2 hours. So I came home absolutely ravenous. And the first thing I did was put some food on. Which, by the way, if you haven't had the beef dripping chips, like fries from Aldi, you're missing out. They're peak. $2.99 a bag, not sponsored. They're so good. I've recently been converted to an Aldi girl. Usually I would do my shopping at Tesco. But it's gotten so expensive recently to shop, like, to do your food shopping. And I was spending upwards of like £100 a week on the 2 of us. That's so expensive. And we don't eat a lot. We actually eat out quite a lot. Probably more than we should. But you know, when I'm working so much and Serene doesn't know how to cook, we will occasionally go to the pub or we will eat out. And our food shopping was still so much money. So I've recently went to Aldi. The quality isn't there for everything. But 27 pence for a tin of beans. Like £1 for a thing of bolognese and 29 pence for some pasta. And you've got, you know, £2 for mince and you've got dinner. I mean, I can't complain. I have no idea what these guys are talking about. Some sort of research. I think this is the event where you just kind of fight things, so it might just be more fighting, to be honest. Although I was very grateful today. It's been very warm today. And these past few days, it's been pouring of rain. Very cold, very, like, dark. Not dark, but, you know, like, cloudy. It's been one of those days. But honestly, today was very nice and sunny. And very warm. So it was nice to kind of go out on a walk on my lunch break, because I had to walk home. And also, it was just nice. You know, just being able to have, and you know, sit and walk in the sun. I feel like once you kind of hit winter, like, I am terrified. I don't like to admit this, but I am terrified of ice. Like, slipping on ice absolutely petrifies me. And I will be brave enough to admit that now. But slipping on ice absolutely petrifies me. I have such a few weird fears that I don't know how brave I feel expressing right now, but I have quite a few quirky fears and ice is one of them. I cannot cope, like, with slipping on ice. So going out in the winter, like, is more of a chore than anything. Because, like, I'm constantly on edge. Like, literally on the edge of ice and on edge, you know, mentally. So it's nice to be able to be out in the summer and not have to worry about things like that. And it's nice, it's sunny, I don't have to be, you know, bundled up in a million layers, probably getting overwhelmed because there's so many layers on top of you, but it's definitely very nice to have. Upload chat. Oh! Into Tribby. Mighty could just do his thing. I like Mighty. I didn't pull for him because I have Dan Hung IL and I know he is like very power crept. But if I really need imaginary, I'll just use Silverwolf or Dan Hung IL. I might just do a break Dan Hung IL. It probably would do more damage. Here, we could turn any character into a break character. If you think about it. That would be so cool. Just turn like absolutely any character into like the next Firefly. You know Yan Ching over here? Break character. Dan Hung, 4-star, break character. Sampo, break character. Misha. Yep, that's our new one. Who else do we have? The next, you know, Dan Hung IL could be the next rapper. You might just need Sparkle.
I'll see you off.
I really want to pull for Sunday. I don't have Sparkle or Sunday. But I really want Sunday to get rerun. I know he just came out recently and it's probably highly unlikely. But I would really like Sunday to get rerun soon. Because I don't have him or Sparkle, and to be honest, I'm starting to feel it now. I'm starting to feel not having either of them. So I'm hoping that either him or Sparkle. I know Sparkle's not as good, but even just another Harmony unit would be nice. And Sparkle's good for skill points. I know we're not really having that much skill point usage at the minute. You know, with Castorice, and I don't think Mighty uses that much either. But it would still be nice to have. You know, it's kind of like a not needed, but nice to have kind of thing. But I would really like Sunday, to be honest. I've heard from quite a few people he's very good. I didn't pull for him originally because I literally just missed out on his banner by a couple of days when he first got released. But I think he would be quite a good addition because my team are always very, very slow, I feel. I find myself building a lot more slower characters and I definitely can feel it hitting me sometimes. Like my best action advancer right now on my main account is Remembrance Trailblazer and Mem. And that is my best action advancer. I do have Bronya. She's not built incredibly well. She is built, but she's not built like amazingly where I could use her constantly. So I kind of have, I wouldn't even class Bronya, to be honest. I kind of have Remembrance Trailblazer and that's it. I find myself wanting to use Remembrance Trailblazer on a lot of teams right now. Like, majority of my teams, I do find myself wanting to use Remembrance Trailblazer.
I can't die, but
I know, like, I don't know how they're gonna power creep Remembrance Trailblazer because Harmony had Fugue. And I know we technically have Tribute E1, but that's E1 Tribute, you know? For the true damage. I don't know if anybody else correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know if anybody else actually does provide true damage. So it'd be interesting to see who becomes the next Fugue to Harmony Trailblazer. Or Yunli to Destruction Trailblazer. Do we even have one for, oh, we do have someone for Preservation Trailblazer. We do have Fushwan, actually. I would say Fushwan's like the Preservation Trailblazer one.
so feeble.
Let's heal Mighty.
Divinity. I can't die.
Attack with Locha. Like, I don't want to just get to wave 5, to be honest.
I can't die. Burn it all.
There goes Mighty. Yeah, I like Mighty, but I never really saw the need to pull for him. I don't think he's that good where you really need to pull for him. Like, Castorice, even I wouldn't say she was a must pull. But she's fun, you know? She's fun. Like, here she is here. Let's do Castorice, Tribi. Do we just go RMC, HMC again? HMC and Locha. We have our own Locha, because this is the team where they do damage to themselves, and you kind of want them to die, which threw me off so hard the first time. I've done this, I did this on my main account like 10 minutes before stream. And like, he's healing, right? But he's killing them. And that's what's action forwarding them. Which to me was so wild. Well, I guess that's why Locha's such a good pick here, because he's constantly auto pushing people up, and then when he has his fucking ult up and Tripp's doing her follow-ups, then you know everybody's taking damage.
Embrace a new life.
Pop into Netherwing. Attack with Tribby. I'm not gonna kill Netherwing here.
I'll see you off.
I am gonna pop our show. Like, look, this ultimate. I think it's just such a great ultimate, even when, you know, there's no music. I feel like the cringiness is what kind of makes it. I'm gonna E with Trailblazer. I don't know why Locha didn't go up in the turn order, actually, because he did just die. And then we can kind of finish them off with Netherwing here.
May death protect us.
Right, chat. I'm gonna finish up for today. I know we're like 5 minutes early, but I am not with it today. I'm really sorry. I hope you all understand that today has not been my day. And I have tried really hard to be here and be entertaining, so please bear with me. I am trying really, really hard. Let's see if we can find someone to raid, though. I want to find someone playing Star Rail that doesn't have a lot of viewers. You know. I like doing that. I like making sure that we as a community can, you know, support other streamers and find people that we've never necessarily watched before. And just show that love to people. Because they, you know, streaming isn't... It's not difficult, but it takes a lot of patience. And it takes a lot of mental... kind of... Well, not for me as much, but a lot of mental strength to just keep yapping and yapping and yapping. Do you know what? My friend is streaming. Professor Heck. Do we all want to pop him a quick raid? He's been streaming for nearly 4 hours. It puts me to shame with my 1 hour, 1 minute, but let's go and pop him a raid. Make sure you send some love to our friend. He's currently doing the seal event. I will be in the Discord as always. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you to everybody who's been here, whether you've been an active chatter or a lurker. Apologies to Matt and Matty again for confusing your names, but thank you very much. I hope you have a great rest of your days. I will see you on Sunday. Bye bye.